Anyway, here we go. Let's get the show on the road, shall we? Let's get the stream off the ground. Lift off, guys. Elon got nothing on us today. Nothing. I think this number's wrong. We need 10 for 1,500. Here we go. Wait, why is this... That just looks bizarre. Okay. Real quick. So far you're doing okay. I mean, you haven't done anything wrong. I love your gumball bubblegum outfit. I love the skin. I will tell you though that approaching the point like this, try not to do this as Genji. You like ran out here and you're on the floor. Try not to. Like go up behind the windmill, come out here on the right. Running out here in the middle and then running over across the point, you can get killed this way eventually. So yes, 34, so you're right at the edge of Masters. So let's see how Genji has changed in the time that you've been gone and what it is that stands out that's maybe keeping you from progressing. Because let me tell you, nice. Okay, so you got the fundamentals. You got the fundamentals down. Yo, Sufi, thank you, my man. Very sweet of you. Bap jail. Yeah, I'm in Bap jail right now too. Everything's all bap. Okay, so you're playing Genji right so far from what I've seen. You haven't really done any huge errors. We're gonna see if we can actually pin down exactly what it is that's keeping you stuck here. I will tell you that I've fallen into this trap many times before myself. I'll play one role like tank. I'll take it to 42, whatever, and then I'll quit it and I'll play support instead. And then I'll go back to playing tank and I'll drop like 600 SR and it's like, I don't understand like what's going on. And then you get stuck in the lower bracket because you expect to play up here, but you're playing down here and your teammates are playing down here. So like you're gonna make moves and stuff expecting healers to hit you and they're not going to be able to. So I would imagine that's likely something that's gonna cost you. If you quit a while ago and you've come back now, you've come back in the middle of like a non-Ana meta. She wasn't good in the previous meta and she's not that great right now. It's all about Baptiste. The meta before was like Zenyatta Mercy. Right now it's all Baptiste Lucio. So you're not really going to be getting your nanos as often as you usually do. It's not going to be a thing that you're going to be enjoying too much, which is unfortunate. But let's see what you've got. Good dash previously, by the way, that kill. You're playing on the ground a lot. Cut him off with that dash. Okay, so far 3 dashes, 2 kills. Third dash was for damage and movement. Good jump. Yep, track him. You got this. Just track him. You got it. Nice. Okay. Doing a lot of damage. You've already got ultimate by about 15 to 20% here. Nicely done. Keep farming. The Thunderdome beckons, y'all. Okay. So you've got Nano. You got Blade. You could stall here. So yeah. REI. Okay, let's turn off these things before they drive me bonkers. They gonna drive me bonkers. Objective capture sounds. There we go. Get rid of those. Okay. So, man, what was I even gonna say? Oh yeah, okay, so here. You were deciding, right now what's going on in your head is you're deciding whether or not you should stall. Should you stall? Or do you blade and get kills? Like, do you get kills? Do you back up? Like, what's your optimal choice here? What do you do? I can actually help you with that. So everything under like 36, 37, anything under that, go for the stall. Go for the stall. Anything above 36, 37, actually play with your team instead. Just walk off the point and give it to them. Go back to your team. Anything below that, though, you can get away with stall. People in Diamond are going, even high Diamond and low Masters, are going to use their ultimates to get you off the point. So if you stall it out, the off chance that somebody uses an ultimate to get rid of you, it's always valuable. It's always worth it. Always value. What's up, DVG? What's up, DVG? Good to see you. Yeah, so that's actually a great mention, Toaster. So yeah, REI, one of my viewers just mentioned. So this is something that I don't pay attention to too often. It's something I should look at much more often. It's the receiving end of what you're capable of, right? So here, look at their team. Look at the comp. Look at their team comp. They have a lot of escape. Doom can escape. Tracer can escape. Ball can escape. Roadhog can vape. Right? These escapes, their punches and their dashes and stuff allow them to get away from your blade. So blade is not that great against Doom, not that great against Tracer, not that great against Baptiste, not that great against Ball, not that great against Hog, and certainly not that great against Lucio. They all have speed, they've all got some kind of self-defense, they've all got some kind of escape. So using your ultimate here is going to be really, really tough to get value. Make sure that you do wait to get that nano, because if you do a naked blade, you're probably going to get nothing, maybe one, and probably just die. So think about how Genji plays into the enemy team, and just try to be really aware. People are like hyper aware nowadays. They're very aware of like comps and like who's doing what and why and blah 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 blah. Yo, what's up, Zen? What's up, Zen? Get that triangle? Hope so. We gotta talk about those triangles. It's pretty funny. Anyway, so here, I would say stall. Wait for your team to come back. You're not gonna be able to stall for too long, to be honest, because there's like a Lucio, Bap, and a Roadhog right here. You're kind of in trouble. But you've done what you can. Get back to your team. Yeah, you tried. You tried. I applaud the stalling effort. Same with this monkey. Good for you guys. There's a small off chance in high diamond, low masters that an enemy will use an ultimate to clear the point, and in that case, it sets you up for success in the follow-up fight. So good on you for stalling there. Now you just want the opportunity to blade. Now, how are you going to do that? You're going to want to go into the air. Make sure it's easy for your Ana to hit you with that nano, obviously. But also what helps you being in the air is it gives you the mental snapshot of where the enemies are, where they're standing, and then just connect them. And then connect them afterward. So I want to see you here. What I want to see is poke, poke, poke until you know the Ana has LOS of you, and then blade. And another thing I'll challenge you to do is to clear the enemies in such a way that the Ana still has LOS of you so that she can heal you through your blade. It's going to be really hard to do. That's requires a little finesse to make it happen, but it's okay. I think you can do it, especially at this level. It's going to be tough for you to get like at least 2 kills with your blade. Wow. You can blade that. Yep. Punch escaped. Yeah, see? They can run away from you, they can punch you, they can boop you, they can speed away. You're actually getting more kills with your left clicks and your right clicks than you are your blade. I know, right? The BAP was like, what? Yeah, DPG. Okay, Zen. I can help, maybe. I'm good at selling things to people. Nice. So so I'll tell you that your mechanics, straight up off the bat, your mechanics are stellar. You're a little rusty. You definitely don't belong in Diamond. That is very obvious to me. I can tell you straight up, dude, what's costing you is right up here. Their team comp completely and utterly counters Genji Blade, so you're not going to be able to get these mass kills unless you guys have some kind of setup ultimate, like a Sigma Lift, Zarya Graph, Reinhardt Hammer, right? You need some kind of setup ultimate. So it's going to be tough for you to get the connections here, get those kills, but you can do it. Even if you lose here, don't really worry about it too much. Your mechanics are really good. There's maybe a little bit of rust, but your mechanics are good enough to definitely carry you into Masters for sure, from what I've seen so far. Oh, you've been playing Valorant. What's up, Aku? This is you? Nice, dude. Good stuff so far. You wouldn't, with a name like this, you wouldn't happen to also run like a outdoor sporting goods store, do you? I'm just kidding, making REI jokes. Okay, Zen, I got you. Hit me up on Discord and we can figure it out. Interesting. Sufi says, yeah, use blade to bait out like lamp and beat dry blade and then nano monkey. Still the same thing that monkey suffers from the same issue that Genji does here. So Anna suffers from the same issue, and even Zapster will say the same thing, that the blue team here, they can just walk away from a monkey. I would honestly almost prefer to give the nano to the Diva, the McCree, or the Genji. The Genji has dash, he can get in there, he can still do damage a little bit. Monkey, once they run away from his jump once, he's just kind of flat-footed. So the one thing that I'm going to commend you on that you do that's really good, Aku, you use your dashes for 2 reasons, not for 3. 2 reasons being kill, reposition. A lot of people who struggle with Genji, what they do with their dash is they use dash for damage. And I'm sure you've experienced it. They use dash for damage, and they just end up in the wrong spot and they die. And they don't kill anyone, they have no cooldowns, right? So you haven't done that yet. You haven't put yourself in the middle of no man's land with like an incorrect dash. Nice, Ego! Count your money, Zen. Money, money, money. Nice, Ego. You got this, dude. So let's see here. Good. You got blade again. Now, okay. So now you got to make a choice. Yeah. So it's really up to you. It's however you feel. Do you make the choice to nano blade here and win the game because this is with the percentage remaining, this is a game-winning fight, or do you let them take the point and then hopefully win off a nano blade with the monkey presence? I think what you're doing here is the wiser decision. Why? You already control the point. You may as well stall it. You're probably going to get some kills. There's pretty much no way you don't. The only thing that's the issue here is you actually didn't give yourself any opportunity for vision before you jumped in the air. I actually have no idea where the enemies are. I straight up just don't know where people are. I know where they are. They're obviously like, they're funneling out of spawn and they're coming up the stairs. But with the Lucio speed and all the jumpy like crap they've got going on and stuff like that, it's going to be hard to find them. So let's see. I think this is a wise decision. I think though, to really make sure that this works, don't go too deep. Make sure the Lucio is around you. And if you can, try to play so that the Anna can see you. But let's see how this works out, okay? Yeah, let's see. Value already. Yeah, you're fine. Value blade. Completely worth it. Oh, bro. Huge. Great escape. Yo, this guy uses dashes exactly how you're supposed to use them. Saves, escapes, repositions, kills. Never use them just for damage. Look at this. The reposition stays on the hog. Got the follow-up. Nicely done. Okay. Yeah, pick your target. Help your backline here. She threw that right next to your ear. Oh, man. Your tanks are not playing with your backline, with your support. I love these. I love your dashes, man. You're a good Genji. Nice. Yeah, beat this Brig up. It's going to be hard for you to do damage because she's got rally going and yellow armor. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do too much to a Tracer. You could try. I feel like you reflected the whip shot. But Jeff Kaplan said no, so you die there. Damn, dude. You killed 2 on that opening fight and your team still loses it. That's not your fault, dude. You've crushed this game. That's pretty incredible. You wiped 2, you killed what, 2 or 3? Team still lost the fight. Interesting. Curse of Diamond. Nice. Nice. Nicely played, man. You did nothing wrong here. I think it was a little risky going in with that blade without knowing exactly where everybody was standing. But you got a couple kills. You got the 2 with the blade and then the follow-up on the Lucio. Absolutely flying. I will tell you, though, that also look at your healer support line. Look at what's going on with them. They're getting hit pretty hard in the back line. The monkey's on them. The ball was on them quite a bit. All right, so let's see here. Toaster, what's this question, bro? Do you know anybody who knows what Genji needs to be a viable character and not a blade bot? Be a viable character, not a blade bot. Yeah, I do. But I don't think it's a wise decision. I think dash shouldn't be... I think getting dash a refresh cooldown on kill when you're blading is fine. But when you're normal, it shouldn't refresh on kill. You should have 2 charges instead. I think you should have 2 charges on dash instead. They should have an 8-second, 10-second cooldown, whatever the normal cooldown is. Just give them both the same thing so he can double dash. That allows him to get in and get out. That opens up a lot of things for him. Get in, get that reflect going, maybe reflect an anti-grenade, get some right clicks, dash out. I don't know, man. Maybe he throws bigger shuriken, but slower. Something. Oh, one-shot combos, double dash would be a huge one-shot combo, huh? Maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know. He does need some fixing. He needs something. I'd have to think about it. I've never thought about it before. So let's see. Let's see here. Huge props though, dude. You won against a comp that's pretty much designed to beat you. Oh, let's go here. Their comp was not easy to deal with for you. And you just kind of trounced him. Nicely done. I'm just checking something. Yeah, what's up, Toaster, my man? Hey, bees. Alright. You can run on that one. I didn't know you could run on that one. Yep. High ground on high ground. Keep the left clicks going. Oh my god. Risky as hell. Oh my god. Oh. Bro, give me a heart attack over here. Nicely done, though. That's what I told them, bees. Yeah, if Genji ever gets over buffed, people lose their mind. Okay, yep. Keep left clicking, keep right clicking here. I think you're trying to do something tricky. You could definitely be getting damage in here. Yeah, you're probably just trying something. Yep, keep those right clicks going. You even have the left click tech down. I've actually never taught anybody that on this channel. The left click tech. I want to see if you do it again. I think you do. Yeah, you kind of do. Really high-end Genjis, what they do with left click, especially when characters are fighting them one-on-one, is they swipe across the head. They don't aim for the head and they don't predict. They just go like this. They literally, like, they'll go over it. Like, you know, like a Reinhardt swing or a Briggs swing. They hedge their bets. Because you're not really going to be getting kills at a distance with this character. So you just, like, if I swipe like this, like, here's the mouse, they go like this. And they left click. And what that does, it hedges your bets. It increases the chance, it just gives you a floor. It gives you a floor, a minimum ultimate gain per left click. If you're tracking and trying for headshots, you can whiff. But if you do this like swipe stuff, at least 1 or 2, if not 2 of the shuriken are going to hit every time. She'll hear you can reflect it, but he's probably not going to shoot you. Spray and pray, pretty much. Yeah. Might as well try it. You never know. Yeah. Your character's got to get down onto somebody. Or your team, not your character. Your team has to get down onto somebody. Yep, go time. Oh! Okay. Nice. Too bad he can't reflect an explosion, huh? Nice, dude. Good damage. You knew exactly where she was summoning. Nicely played. This is good stuff so far. Your Genji's good, dude. How many games have you played so far? Like, what's do you have any idea what's keeping you from climbing? Because this looks really easy for you. You could smell him, Toaster. You could smell him. Their member rebates are sick. I need to be a member of REI. Yeah, that guy whiffed you with 2 shots. Yeah, you're trying. You need health, though. I like that you use this middle structure. Good escape. Nice reflect, good coverage. Okay, careful. This is Brig, though. This is Brigitte. She does not take much damage. Yeah. You guys see that? Yeah. Good AD strafing. Nice damage. I think you're dead here. Oh, you reflected the helix. Yo, good reflect on the helix. What's up, Targrin? Good to see you. 10% back. That's not bad. McCree is very busted. It's because he's got that. He's got those thick legs. So one thing that'll help you against McCree is just try to force him to use his stun early. Not with your body, but with like some other kind of threat. Yeah, you're trying to do damage here. Playing the pretty standard DPS stuff. Probably want to get out of here. Yeah, they won this. They won this. Dude, get that blade. Get that blade. It's not going to do anything, but... Dude, swag it out. Blade it up. Go. Go, go, go. Yeah. So the McCree really wasn't the issue there, honestly. I mean, like, if I'm being straight up honest, what seems to be the issue right now is your tanks are a little lost as to what to do. So maybe you could help your team out quite a bit with shot calling. You want your tanks need to be diving on the targets that you yourself are shooting at. So what's a little astounding to me here is that when you are engaged in a fight, even from a distance, both enemy DPS will be sitting on you. Both the soldier and the McCree were both shooting at you. What that means is that the remainder of your team is literally only being shot at by 2 tanks, and yet they still can't get anything done. So that's a pretty large indictment of their quality of play here, what they're doing or what they're not doing, which is larger than what they're doing. But you need to help them with shot calls. Yeah, I agree, DJ. I agree. It's difficult, but you got to try to sell the idea of being in voice chat to people if you can. You're kind of crushing this game, but it's kind of a big issue that you have dive tanks on your team and that they're not diving the characters you're diving. You're making the correct choices, they are not. So this is one of those things. You're coming into here one-on-one. We don't really know, or one-one-one. We don't know who's going to win this, but I will tell you, and I give this advice to a lot of DPS players and especially dive DPS players, you have to stoop to their level. So Zesty Bean and Reviard, you have to stoop to their level. Whoa. Stoop to their level. If you can't shot call because nobody's in voice chat, and that happens, what you want to do is you want to play even slower. Genji is all about poke, blade collecting, maybe dashing to get an isolation kill on like this Widow, let's say. Dashing out, saving yourself. That's what he's about until he gets blade, and then he just finishes people. So what you want to do is you want to play harder for poke and keep these 2 tanks, Zesty Bean and Reviard, keep them on your screen, and whoever they go after them too. So you have to stoop to their level and you have to follow their shot calls even though they're probably wrong. That's what you got to do here. So we've already experienced, as I pointed out on the first map here, you killed 3 people and your team lost the fight. Now, what that means is either your healers are shooting the floor, or shooting the sky, maybe. Let's not be skyist here. Or your tanks are off picking the belly button lint from their belly buttons, and I think that's likely the case here. So you got to help them pick that belly button lint, okay? You got to keep them in your screen, do what they do. Probably getting back up to like 36, 37, that's probably when you can start to do normal Genji stuff, but here, these guys need a little help. Need a little help. McCree's a soft counter to Genji, or hard counter. He's a hard counter. That stun is really, really troublesome for Genji players. Jesus, dude. Yeah, so what I want to see here... Yeah, see, there goes your monkey. Now you go in with them. D.Va's in. You're doing damage to the same targets. Nicely done. Good, you checked. Okay, you're chilling. Widow's back. You guys got the point? Good. Good. She gave you a present. She wanted you to have her brooch. Wow. Over a heal station. Impressive kill. Okay, so let's see. Play with your tanks here. Here you're alone. Oh, monkey's with you. Hey! Look how much easier it is when your tanks are with you. Hey, the monkey's on this Ana with you. Hey, look how easy that is. This brig has rally. Who gives a damn? I got a monkey with me. Oh my god, they all died. What? What? Bro, what? Bro, what? Kill the Ana. What is happening here? So it's you, Tracer, and Monkey. Soldier shows up. You get stunned. You're eating all the soldier damage, the brig damage, and the stun. He used Helix after you died. So you ate both brig rally and soldier. Unfortunate that he showed up. Your team, these two, 100% should still kill this brig here. Okay, so we got the stick. Got the stick. Unfortunate that your team back here, the Diva and the Lucio, were held back by both tanks. You see that? The monkey and the Diva jumped back there. I don't think you did anything wrong. I do think this is a smart move. You stalled the point. So I think you played this right. Half your team was a little lost there, though. Unfortunate that Brig lived. She should have been dead, man. You're cleaning up. Alright, let's see. Keep left clicking, nice. Nicely done, dude. Nice. I'm gonna point out this. I think this is really clever. I haven't seen Genjis do this in a long time to me or any of my teammates. Watch how he kills the Ana. Watch how he kills the Ana. Watch. He only solo jumps above her. One jump. He doesn't double jump. He doesn't waste his time. He gets directly above her after the dash to make sure she can't sleep him. Reflect in. Make sure he doesn't die to the thing. Look at that. One jump over the Ana and then crushes her with a downward slash. Smart stuff. Don't give her any opportunity to sleep you. Okay, Reagan. Yo, out of town for the weekend. Enjoy it, Reagan. You've earned it. Nicely done, Maxu. That's the way to go. I love that you're using this tree here. Nobody can see you. Yeah, you're doing good stuff. Keep farming. Yeah, you're just trying to get Blade as quickly as you possibly can. Oh, wow. That got something. Yeah, see right there? So you made the right move, but your tanks didn't help you. Your tanks are really busy fighting a Diva. So there, maybe go for the Diva instead, even though you made the right move. Yeah, you can't stop that. What's up, Marnar? Thank you for the follow, dude. You're almost our 1500th follow. Reagan, dude, you're driving to vacation and you're gifting subs. You're insane.
What do you know?
Yo, see right there? Yeah, look at this fight. Yeah, dude, thank you again for gifting that sub. Enjoy your sub, Ego. Let's watch this last fight here. I want to watch this fight again. Your tanks are not participating with you. So that's okay, you lose the Ana. Everything up until this point is pretty self-explanatory. Everything makes sense. You're farming the monkey who's made some mistakes. Your monkey is now primaling. Your Diva lost her mech. Your monkey's now sleeping. I like that you play on top of the monkey so that maybe the McCree wakes him up. Yep, got a shot call. Your monkey should have gotten up, ignored point, killed the McCree with you. 100%. This McCree is mega alone. Look at this. You're making, again, the right decision. Who's not making the right decision? The monkey without primal on point. So since he no longer has primal, he has no shield, no jump. His ability to actually stall point is pretty much nil. It's 0. So what he should be doing, looking for picks or trying to survive or trying to die ASAP. When he woke up, the McCree was kind of off in his corner. It's a free kill on the McCree. The Ana probably comes back. You could probably kill the Ana. And again here, I believe you jump on the Ana and the monkey actually does not help you. Let's watch. Yeah, dude, you almost get her. You're stalling. I like this. You tried. He tried. You got like 3 to 4%. That's pretty good, especially when it's this far into the game. Let's see here. You got walls going. Trying to get high ground back for the red team. D.Va's a little deep here. Okay. Alright, so you've got Nano Blade. So 45 to 89 and the red team has Nano Blade. This looks like a pretty clear win for you guys. His entrance tech, not entrance tech, but the way he gets into his blades and how he uses them, he picks people who can impact his blade the most. He gets rid of them and then he just cleans from there. So he goes in 1v6 because when you look at the enemy team, the people who really are threats to him, it's like the Brig and the McCree and then maybe the Soldier. He goes for those guys first, then he goes to the Ana. Gets a couple kills and gets out. You should have been healed there at least once. Okay, you gotta heal. You wait all sorts of cooldowns. So you're peeling for your Ana. Your tanks are instead fighting a D.Va. Not a great use of their time. They should be helping your backline with you. So this is, again, can be fixed by shot calls. And I think they actually died to the D.Va. Yep. The Ana eventually died. Ah. Tanks are off in Narnia. Yep. So what's going on in this game, at least, my man? Your mechanics are very sound. Your understanding of the game is very sound as well. You definitely don't belong in the diamond bracket. You're easily masters, if not higher. The mistake that you yourself are making isn't really much of a mistake, I might say. But you need to voice comm if you can. And play slower. Let your tanks decide where they want to go, and then you follow them up and help them. It's a very bad way to play Genji. It's a very bad way to play Dive. But when you're playing with tanks who are putting their forehead on the keyboard quite a bit, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You're playing up here, and you're expecting your team to play up here with you, but they're not. They're not. Okay? So the way you're playing the game, you're expecting like, okay, I'm going to peel for my Ana in the back because I expect either a freaking D.Va or a monkey to show up and help my backline. Every 4 or 5 seconds, they've got some kind of dash tech, some kind of ability that they could use to traverse the entire level, right? Fly for D.Va and jump for monkey. They've got something they can use to show up. You fight that fight for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 seconds and nobody shows up. It's because your tanks are in their own world. Your tanks definitely needed to get back there and help you. So what I'm seeing, what I think is going on, your mechanics and stuff are still very sound. I think you don't belong here really at all. But the tank line at 3400 seems to not know how to work with Genji. So the biggest tip I'm going to give you here, literally the only tip I've got for you from what I've seen so far, play slow, poke harder, just poke, poke, poke. Watch for your tanks to go in and then add your damage to theirs. That's it. Until you get to about 36, 37, then your tanks are going to make wiser decisions. But until then, you gotta be like the +1 yourself. That's how you're going to win these games. You didn't mess up really anywhere, dude. I haven't seen you really mess up yet. Now the McCree pick. The McCree pick is going to allow you to stay on the back line to protect your healers and your Widow as well. It's going to disallow you from diving with your dive tanks, right? Your D.Va and your Monkey. But you can still shoot their targets from afar. So this may help the situation a little bit, but it's not going to remedy the issue. The issue is that your tanks are just not playing with their backline, not just kind of ignoring everybody else, kind of doing their own thing. So let's see if you guys do manage to pull this one through here. Yeah, back up, back up, back up. Yeah, see, look, just look, just like this explains this literally where you're standing versus where your team is standing. You're playing up here, your team's playing down here. You're expecting them to play up here. That's why you're not turning around, because you expect them to be standing forward. Just like, look where the enemies are, right? They are not pushing, they're not threatening. They're in a very defensive posture. Your team is also in a very defensive posture. You're in an aggressive position, an aggressive posture. Your team should be with you. You are in the right spot, your team is not. But because you are in the right spot and you're alone, technically it's wrong. Well, not technically. But here you just probably want to play with your team. You're making the right decisions. Your team is not. Unfortunate. Alright, Widow's going to try to open this up for you. She got a shot in. Yeah, you're checking, you're waiting. Wow. Not a good beat. Not a good beat. I'll tell you right now that if I'm playing Monkey or D.Va, I am going straight for that Widow. Because I know that Widow didn't get beat. That's a free win. That's a free win. I just walk over your healers and I walk on the Widow and I win the game. That's probably what I do right there. Let's see. This Monkey needed to jump in and then beat needed to follow. The preemptive beat is... He's feeling this existence guy is very frustrated with the game. Monkey dives in. His shield does nothing. The shield does nothing, doesn't even protect him from anything. He still gets slept. This Monkey's not using his shield correctly. He needs to isolate with it, not use it like this. This does not help. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what happens here. I think the nanoed Monkey here was actually asleep, but he got woken up from something. I think he was actually put to sleep. So yeah, this Monkey jumps into a group of 5. I'm not going to get too much done there. I think he's probably better suited if he just jumps to this point right up in here. Drops the shield so they can isolate people. Isolates the Monkey. You kill the Monkey, then you just work in. Yep, he gets slept. Oh, he was already shooting. The Lucio was already clicking. That sucks. That's unfortunate. That really hurts you guys. You're trying, man. You're trying so hard, dude. Just look at where your teammates are dying. I don't know why your D.Va's back there. Baby D.Va now. Monkey dove in too early off the beat. The beat convinced him to dive early, to dive too deep. He got murked. And then you had no main tank. The Monkey on their team was woken up. He punched you around and the Lucio around. Damn, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually kind of excited for you. I'm actually excited for you because I don't think you're going to be in this bracket for very long. Maybe a couple more days at most. Man. Okay. What you need to do in your remaining games, pick Genji, play Genji. Do everything the same. You know exactly what you're doing on Genji. Maybe give yourself a little bit of vision before you blade, but other than that, you're pretty much popping. I would say until you're about back to 36, 37, my man, play slower, play safer, wait for your dive tanks to go on a target, and then join them. They should be joining you, but you gotta play that role. You gotta join them. I think that's really it. I think that's the key, man. To getting out of 34, 35, getting back into 36, 37. Oh, don't be scared, man. Your Genji's really good. If you have this kind of skill with Genji, you really shouldn't ever be scared. Don't do yourself that sort of disservice. I think people should be scared of you, actually. Or you can get more value picking hit scan. I think if you just play slower and kind of play a Genji as a hit scan, as you would a McCree, I think you'll get a lot more value out of him. And it's because your tanks, like, you notice that one section of time there where you got like 4 kills really quickly in a row with the monkey because you just dove on target from target to target to target. Imagine if the whole game was like that. You're not going to get tanks like that until like Masters-ish. So you got to step up and play with the game sense and the mechanics that I know you have. Step up and do the work for them. All right, Super. What up, dude? That's it, dude. I know those are terrible tips. This bracket did not look like a challenge for you at all. Honestly, I think you're probably not going to get challenged until 37, 38, 39. Your Valorant play, your Valorant gameplay has definitely amped up your ability to exert pressure in this game. You are definitely a better player for it. I think you said your peak was 37. You are not playing with like a 37 peak right now, Genji. You are not at all. You are high Masters for sure. But to get back into Masters, my dude, play slower, play more poke, wait for your dive tanks to make a decision, and then you follow them. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I think that's it. Because here, man, the only time there were like maybe 4 kills this entire game that a tank of yours helped you out, and those 4 kills happened in insanely quick succession, because you and your monkey DPS, you can't overcome that no matter what you do. You crushed it. So just play slower, pick the targets that they're picking, and that's it. Yep. 6-6, 7-9, yeah. So the game's, what that means is the game's a coin flip, which means the game is out of your control. I mean, there's a huge indicator in this game on the first map. You killed 3 people with a blade and then died, right? I think, and your team still lost the fight 5v3, and the enemy team I think only used 1 ultimate. That's a really big indicator that something else is wrong on your team, that somebody is not doing what they should be doing. Maybe 2 people. In this case, it was both your tanks. Your tanks played really far forward. They couldn't get healed. It forced your healers into a bad position, which allowed them to die quickly. You know, it's this cascading effect, this butterfly effect. I think somebody mentioned that earlier. But yeah, play slower. Go after the targets your tanks are going after. Lower your skill, play lower. Yeah, you got to stoop a little bit, dude. You got to stoop a little bit. You're playing up here, and you're expecting your team to play up here. Your team is not going to be playing up there just yet. They're not ready for that. So you're doing things, like, I guarantee you, like, I've been in your shoes like a bajillion times over the years with this game. And the thing that never ceases, 2 things that just straight up never cease to amaze me, that people don't exploit until high masters. If I'm playing Pharah and I'm running into 2 hit scan, one of whom is an Ashe and the other of whom is a Widow, and they have a Diva, and they've got, let's say, a Mercy pocketing the Ashe. So that's a Diva, an Ashe, a Widow, and a Mercy all sitting on me, and I'm playing with no pocket, and I'm playing on a Smurf and Diamond or something. My team will lose that fight 5v1. They will lose that fight when the 5 enemies are preoccupied with me. My team will figure out a way to lose that fight. That never ceases to amaze me. I don't understand how people don't land shots when they're not actually being actively shot at. I don't understand how that is a thing. It's not hard, man. You're shooting the broadside of a barn. Not hard. It doesn't shoot back. Not that hard. For some reason, that's really hard in Diamond. People are too panicky 24/7. So if you go in and you're blading and like 4 or 5 people are preoccupied with you, do not expect your team to even kill 1 person. Okay? Don't expect them to know how to tie their shoes in the morning. Don't expect them to know how to do that, because that's expecting too much. You're expecting way too much. Another thing that never ceases, that always amazes me, is like you get those 3, 4 kills, you die, your team still loses the fight. So even if you clear people off the board, your team still somehow magically loses, and then they're going to blame you for it, which is wonderful. So mute everybody, play slower, watch where your tanks go, follow them, and you'll win your games. That's it. Because in here, dude, you got 3Ks, you got like a 2K, you got a 3K, and then you still lost those fights. Not because of you, but because of where your tanks are playing and what it's doing to your backline and your front line. All you got to do is play slower. Play slower. Play dumber a little bit. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, big skill doesn't win games. Not like it used to. Not like it used to. Tanks, yeah, it's... I think what you're going to find is once you get up to 36, 37, you're going to find that your job actually gets easier. And then when you pull that blade and you kill 3 people, your team will obliterate the enemies, the remaining enemies for you. But until then, dude, you got to hold some hands, okay? You got to herd some cats. Get some catnip. You got to herd some cats, okay? That's your homework. That's your job. Yeah, in Valorant, you can play 1v5 or whatever, 1v6 and win the game. With good headshots, twitching faster, flicking faster, you can win the game. Not in Overwatch. Not in Overwatch. You got to do a little hand holding here. And I think that's all you got to do. But yeah. You can OTP? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Also, the one thing I'll tell you though, avoid calling yourself an OTP. I'm not a fan of that language. I'm a professional writer. I'm a novelist. I write for a living. OTP is negative language, and it's unfortunate that it's propagated, and it's propagated from Jeff Kaplan and from the developers themselves. I don't think it's a really good idea for the developers of this game to actively harass and harangue and admonish and make fun of and patch against a subset of players. I don't think it's really good. I think it's also a little interesting that of all the entire oeuvre of competitive games on this planet, every single player is celebrated for playing one character excellently. They're called character loyalists, but somehow in Overwatch, people are called OTPs. Why? It's because it comes from the top. So we got to do what we can to stop that language. Call yourself a Genji main. That's okay. A Genji loyalist. That's okay too. You're not a one-trick pony. I will also argue that you have made it this far just as a Genji. Genji gets hard countered by characters like Brig, Monkey, McCree, right? This game, because the developers of this game like to look at the current character roster and then develop from there, which is a horrible mistake for game development. What that does is that it makes the game a coin flip based. It's just 50-50. Whoever has the character that like, they have scissors. Do we have rock? We've got rock. Okay, we crush, right? Win. Little unfortunate that that's what's happened to the game. Maybe Overwatch 2 will fix that with more characters, but that aside, the fact that you've come this far with just a rock, you've beaten out paper. You've beaten out paper for 3400 SR. And I think that is absolutely worth celebrating. Absolutely worth celebrating. So don't ever think of yourself as a one-trick pony. You have overcome leagues and leagues and leagues of paper as a rock. And that is unbelievably worth celebrating. I think you should celebrate that. So don't be harsh on yourself. You play your Genji, dude. Play your Genji. This is a rock, paper, scissors game, and you've overcome that relationship with mechanics and game sense. And I think that should be celebrated. You're at the very edge of like finally being able to let Jesus take the wheel. But here, dude, you got to put your hands on the wheel and you got to play slower. That's it. Nicely done though, dude. That's a fearsome Genji. That's a fearsome Genji.